Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. As you can tell, I've got my office kind of set up and I want to get these computers back up and running. That's the dog cage. She's not here right now. But this is what computer I'm going to first start with, and I've had this since like the end of high school. So I was 18. So yeah, that's about, wow, close to 20 years ago. Crazy. That being said, not sure why that's there. We're gonna get this thing out, take a look at it. Oop, that's okay. So we don't have a power supply. We're missing that. A bunch of these cars, not sure what they're for. Don't have a CPU. Don't have RAM. But we do have a motherboard. I think the motherboard's good. I'm gonna look up what the specs are because I do have another PC that I wanted to, and I have the size for this. I'm not sure where they are though. This is the other PC. So we've got RAM, we've got PC, cooler, plus the chip, power supply. Probably gonna use all these components, maybe even use the motherboard. I gotta take a look what the specs are, see if I can put that PC into this one. This might be an an AMD board. I know this is an Intel, obviously.
So I'm comparing both motherboards. This one is a dual core 775 socket. So I'm like, okay, it's a bit older. And this one is a 1156. So it's for like i5s, i3s, and some i7s. So this is definitely newer.
So judging from motherboard to motherboard, I was just curious. Obviously, I know 775 is not compatible with an 1157 or whatever the heck this slot happens to be. But I wanted to show you the comparison in between the two. So we're gonna remove all this stuff, keep a couple little things in here, and then we'll do the same thing as that one because I want to transfer this to there, and pretty much gonna gut that.
As you can see, they didn't have dual cores from when I was in high school. That being said, it's old, and so am I. But being able to build your own PC, to choose all your own components and everything, is a great way to save money and then build the way you like. So built, not bought, bought, not built.
This computer's been around so long that it's got pieces of wood inside it. It's like it's regressing.
Taking the time to build your own PC or use components from another PC in this case is a lot of fun. It's a great DIY project, like building a model car, and at the end, you follow all the rules, you'll have a fully working PC.
Okay, we have fully dismantled the computer. We are now going to clean it. Wow, that's pretty gnarly. Now onto the bell of the ball the bell.
Before I brought this thing home, I cleaned it out at work, and it was full of dust and debris. You wouldn't believe it, and it filled up the shop with dust. It was disgusting. And you can tell here in the board and stuff. It's just bleh. Anyways, this is what we're sacrificing.
And now to populate this beast from my teenage years.
When you pick out your case that you want, you have to match the case to the motherboard. And in this case, no pun intended, the motherboard is a little bit bigger than what the maximum ability of the case can allow. So you're going to have some blank slots or some free space at the bottom of the computer. But that's okay. It will make it all work. You may have noticed that I took off the front of the computer case. We're now just putting it back on.
Alrighty. Got power to the monitor. Took me a few seconds to find out where the power button is. It's right in the front of this thing. You can barely see it. Right there. Anyways. Cramped working space. Ooh. Got some power. Is anything gonna be smoking? Is the fans working? Yep, fans working. Monitor is not working. Okay, she's working. I went through two monitors, actually three. These two don't work. That one over there has a cut in the power cable. So that one could potentially still work. So these two are dead. I'll retest them later. But we've got a monitor, we got a computer. We have made it into the BIOS system. Temperature looks good for the CPU. Total memory size is 4 gigabytes. Memory frequency is 1333 and CPU frequency is 3 gigahertz. Not bad. So we've made the boot device for the CD-ROM. It's also the second boot device, whatever that means, so that I can boot off the CD-ROM and start installing the operating system. Letting it boot up. There it is. Loading operating system. And then we can format the hard drive, load up all the features. We're just going to be doing Windows 7 for this installation, and we'll see how that goes. This is old, my bundle full of drivers, so Windows 7 is the last thing I had in here on my driver disk. These days you wouldn't have this kind of stuff. So this goes back to like when Windows TV was a thing. Like all the driver disks and everything for all this stuff and everything else. Like crazy amounts of time. When I had Windows Server, that shows you how old this is. Hard drive diagnostics tools, Google software, lifeguard tools, whatever the heck that is. Printer software, everything. Yeah, pretty crazy. Starting Windows. So we're gonna delete everything. Yep. And then we'll do that. Delete. Yep. So it's just one solid drive. We're just gonna select it. And we're gonna go with new and apply. Yep. And you want to format. Yep. Hard drive is clear. Nice. Next. Starting Windows for the first time. Yeah. Okay, maybe not starting for the Windows for the first time, but it's completing the installation. We are almost there. So that card in there is a wireless card, which is cool. I'm not going to worry about that right now because, well, I don't need Wi-Fi for this thing. I just wanted to see if it works. It does. I don't know if you can see this, but my back of that monitor there is smoking. Yep, you can see it. I can smell it, obviously. So we're going to unplug this. Yeah, so that was cool. Not. Yeah, you can totally see it smoking. Okay, so all of a sudden the computer is turned, the monitor turns on even though it was smoking. I think it was a bad power cable because it's now turned on. Plug in the DVI and it was smoking. You can see that on the thing. Out of range. Well, dang. So the big monitor's 800 by 600 resolution apparently is out of range for the small monitor. I switched it to analog and reset the computer. She's working perfectly fine now. So what was wrong was that power cable, and something on that power cable was about to cause a fire. So yeah, that baby right there is gonna go in the garbage. So guys, I would like to say that this was a successful mission in transplanting the computer, basically kind of rebuilding the computer. You can see my old components, my old gamer keyboard and gaming mouse, the laser mouse, whatever the heck that means these days, and my old monitor, all from the same generation of that PC, well, towards the end of that PC's case life. I'd say it's a win. So if any questions, comments, concerns about, well, putting old components into an older PC, let me know. I'll be happy to answer any and all of them. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.